I'm Sofi Morales, and this is Sofi's Tips. For those of you who have never seen Sofi's Tips before, let me briefly tell you what this channel is about. We talk about kitchen appliances. We do unboxings, reviews, recipes, how-to videos, everything that you need to make the most of those kitchen appliances that you have at home. And if for some reason you still haven't picked the right one for you, we have different options. We talk about different brands and different formats so you can pick the one for you according to your needs and budget. Today, we're gonna do a very easy and delicious recipe in the air fryer. This is one that you asked for in the comments. It's French fries in the air fryer from scratch. We're not gonna use anything from the freezer. These are fresh potatoes that we're gonna turn into French fries. It is very simple. We're gonna do this step by step to make sure that you get excellent results. So let's get started. But before we do, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This really helps us out so we can keep uploading new videos. The first thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna need potatoes. You can use any kind of potatoes, but for me personally, I recommend two kinds, either Russet or Gold Yukon. So it depends on your taste, depends on what you have on hand. For me personally, the recipe turns out better with the Gold Yukon. So that's the one that I'm gonna do the most. I'm also gonna do two Russet to make sure that you see the difference and see how they turn out. I have 3 pounds or 1.36 kilograms of potato. And what we're gonna do first is cut the potatoes. You need to cut them in the form of a French fry. If you have a food processor or a mandolin, you are welcome to do that. Today, I'm gonna do them by hand. First, you need to cut them into slices and then cut those slices into different strips. The only thing I recommend is make sure that they're similar in size, so try to make them the same thickness. As we're cutting them, we're gonna add them into a bowl of cold water. This will help us because of two things. This will remove the starch and this will help us to get a crunchier result. I'm gonna leave the skin on because I like how it looks and I like the taste of them with the skin. But if you don't like that, you're welcome to peel them as well. After we finish cutting them, we're gonna leave them there for half an hour. After the 30 minutes have passed, now we're ready to prepare our French fries. The first thing we're gonna do is preheat our air fryer. You can use any air fryer that you have, whether it is a basket air fryer or an air fryer oven. Any of them work. What we're gonna do is preheat for 5 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. If your air fryer has a preheat function, you can use that one as well. While our air fryer is preheating, what we're gonna do is prepare our French fries. So we're gonna drain them and we're gonna put them back in the bowl to add seasoning and to add oil. You can use any oil that you like, that you have. For me, avocado oil is the one I like, so I'm gonna use that one. And the important thing is not to put a lot of oil, it's to put the oil homogeneously, meaning that every fry that you have in your bowl gets a little bit of oil. So for me, what works is I use a spray and I toss and turn the fries till I see that every fry looks shiny, that it has enough oil, then that's where I stop. It doesn't matter the quantity, it's more of how do I distribute that oil so all of the fries get some of it. And this is where the fun part starts. When you buy French fries frozen, you have to stick with the seasoning that it comes with. And that's fine, I mean, it is convenient, but for me, homemade French fries are the best because we get to season them as we wish. You can get your favorite seasoning. It could even be taco seasoning. It could be paprika. It could be garlic. Whatever you like. For me this time, I'm just gonna do some salt, that's it. But you can pick whatever seasoning that you like. Now that we have our fries ready and the air fryer has preheated, we're gonna cook them at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius for approximately 20 minutes. This will depend not only on what type of air fryer you have, but also it depends on the cut that you picked. If you made a really thin cut, just like a Freddy's fries, for example, I would start with 15 minutes. And if you picked a very rustic cut, a little bit thicker, like a steak cut, just like the one I did, I would go for the 20 minutes. And then you're looking for a golden finish on the outside, and you want them cooked in the inside. Once the 20-minute mark hits, I would take a look and see, maybe taste one of them and see if I like the texture, if I like the crunch from the outside, and go from there. If your air fryer has a fries program, which a lot of them do, I recommend using that one because the time and the temperature can vary depending on the model that you're using. And in order for you to get a very good result, meaning all of the French fries are the same golden color, all of them are crispy and are fully cooked. If you're using a basket air fryer, you need to take out the basket and toss in the middle of the cook just to make sure that everything that is at the bottom kind of goes at the top and you have that same cook, even cook with all of the fries. And if you're using an air fryer oven, which is my case, what I'm gonna do is rotate them to make sure that all of them are evenly cooked. It has 3 different layers, so I'm gonna move the trays around during the cooking process to make sure that I get an even cook. Here you have them, French fries made in the air fryer. I have different results here. I'm gonna show you the different ones I have and explain a little bit more. Here in the green plate, I have the Yukon Gold Yukon cooked 2 different ways. The first one, the first half, was done in a basket air fryer with glass. So that's the one I have here in the back. And the second part was done in an air fryer oven, this Chefman that I have right here on front. And then these ones are the Russet. I wanted to show you how they look different, they taste different, and they are both delicious. Personally, I like the golden ones better, but it all depends on your taste. These ones were done in a Ninja Speedy. And finally, I wanted to show you something that I think will help you a lot in this recipe. Since this is not an exact science, air fryers can vary depending on the type, the model, and it depends on how you prepare the fries, the thickness that you used. I want to show you what you're looking for. So right here, we have fries that are ready. They're golden from the outside. You can see a little bit of the color changing. And if you open them, the inside is soft. So these ones are cooked and ready to eat. Delicious. And let me go back to this ones. Here in the pink plate, I separated ones that I on purpose left more time. So if you have your air fryer and your fries are too close to the heat, or if you leave them for longer than the cook time recommended, you'll get this result. So what you can see is they're darker. The color is not golden, it is more like a brownish color. So this one I do not recommend. Personally, I think they don't taste good. The taste changes, they get a little bit bitter, I want to say. So if you get this result, it was too long. Your fries were in there for too long, or they're too close to the heating element. So you might want to put them in the center if it's an oven, or if it's a basket air fryer, it's more of the time concern. So you don't want these ones, you want this color a little bit golden. And same thing happens with the Russet. You want to look for not really a color change, but yeah, a little bit. I mean, there's different places where you can see it gets a little bit darker, but you don't want to get to this color. So tell me in the comments, how did they turn out? Which potato did you use? What seasonings did you add? I love reading your comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. It is totally free. You don't have to pay anything, and it helps us to keep recording these videos and be able to share all of our experiences with the appliances. I want to tell you a little bit about the appliances that I used today, just in case you were wondering and if you want to learn more about them. Right here, this is the Chefman air fryer. This one I used for this half of the fries, and I have a video about a review that I did after a year of use. I'm gonna leave that at the end. The ones in the middle I did on the Ninja Speedy. So I haven't done a video on it yet. I do have a video in the Spanish channel. So I'm gonna try to do a review of this one to show you what are some of the benefits of that appliance, because it's not only an air fryer, it also gives you different functions to quickly prepare a meal. And finally, the ones right here, the second half, I did in that basket air fryer, the Gourmet one in the back. That's a basket air fryer with glass. They have different models. They have one that is a fry and fold, and this one that is GAF 719. So if you want to learn more about that one, I'm going to leave the video at the end of this video. See you next time. Ciao.